On today's episode of WatchJRGo, we are here with my mom's 2013 Toyota Camry. And you guys might have seen it on the channel before, but today we're gonna fix something totally different than the last time. What is going on, guys? I am WatchJRGo, and today, like I said, I'm here with my mom's 2013 Toyota Camry Hybrid. And the last time you guys saw this was years ago. It sprung a leak in the heat exchanger that's down here for the hybrid system. It's actually a small little radiator hanging out down there in the front. And we pulled the bumper off, pulled about 4 bolts out of here, and swapped out that exchanger, put it all back together, and this thing was good to go in just a short amount of time. Now, it hasn't really been serviced since, because it's a Camry. It's probably been 2 or 3 years. It just gets oil changes and goes down the road.
I have changed the antifreeze in the coolant system, in the
hybrid system,
in the hybrid and in the engine.
Okay.
Twice, but that's the only service besides the air cleaner in the glove box and the brakes and the tires. That's all this thing ever gets.
So there you go. It has 300,000 miles on it, doesn't it?
It's, yeah, close to it. About
300,000 on this Camry. Let's see, it might show up.
So actually, there probably won't be a thing wrong with it at 300,000.
That's true.
This is just it's probably the best automobile I've ever owned in all my years of buying cars. It's trouble free.
It does have one problem now, and the new problem is right here. The wheel bearings have started to fail because it has tons of mileage on it, and that is honestly, I've got a lot of cars with 300,000, and the main failure I'm seeing at that point is usually wheel bearings, because I mean, wheel bearings are probably supposed to last 100,000 miles, and they're out here doing 300,000 all the time.
Now the problem showed up in this after we put new tires on it. The road noise got extremely loud in the cab, and at first we thought, hey, this noise wasn't here before they put the tires on. Now they put the tires on, we can hear it. We don't know why it magically popped up after the tires were changed. It was that day we noticed. We thought the tires were actually making the noise, and then after further investigation, it's only coming from the front, so we knew it had to come from here. Now we've been driving it with this noisy front end now for months, but it's finally to the point now where last week I can feel a tick in the steering wheel as we go around with a slight corner pressure, and you can hear the noise making noise. So today we want to inspect the axles and the bearings while we have it apart. For sure. So we're gonna get this thing up in the air, pull the wheels off, and we'll do a quick inspection on those wheel bearings. But either way, we're gonna change them. The hubs, it is obviously a replaceable hub, but I guess that was like $500, and the bearing set was $100. $30 a bearing.
$30 a set?
For factory Timkins.
Okay, so ends up being $60 for the whole job instead of $1,000. So we're gonna swap them out. So we're taking this thing apart. We got the wheels off over on both sides, and we've got the brake caliper loose, ready to drop off of here, so we can pull all of the brakes, and the retainer's off for the brake line too. So I think if I had a screwdriver, it'd be a lot easier to wiggle this off. But as you can see, we're getting there. This is the proper way to leave your caliper supported. Disregard the internet experts. No one actually hangs these up. People just whine about it in the comments. So now we're getting the tie rods off of here. We need to run to buy a 30mm 12-point socket to get the axle nuts off. And the one on the other side we're gonna go ahead and replace.
You can probably do that with an SAE socket if you have a 12 that large.
A 12?
I'm sorry,
no,
12
I
point.
don't have a 12 point that big.
Yeah, 12 point SAE.
That's gigantic.
They'll probably match up once you get to that size.
For sure. You want a hammer?
Well, or a pickle fork. There it went. That's the old man way of doing it.
Yeah, I was like, can't hear anything now. Just need an air hammer down here. Yeah. Lower ball joints off too. So only thing left is the strut and the wheel speed sensor, it looks like. Yeah. Did you already unhook the wheel speed sensor?
I didn't. We got to pop it out of that side.
We are back from O'Reilly's with new axle nuts and also the 30mm 12-point we needed. Rips right off.
Made fast work of that one.
Yep. Here. 100% Jake applied 100% strength.
You can do anything with these.
I know. It's the one tool. Hey, the impact even fits in here. I'm kind of surprised.
Ready?
Yeah.
Okay, let's get the other side.
Oh yeah, I need to go get the 10 and pull the speed sensor. It's oozing out the back.
That's not bad.
It's not bad.
That's quiet. I was afraid. I thought we'd find something. Maybe it's a.
Hey!
There's the noisy one. That made all kinds of noise.
She's junk. So we grabbed the bolt collection and an M10, M10 by 1.5, and just tossed that into the jacking holes on these, and of course it just. Hey!
There it went.
Boom.
Makes fast work of that.
Does.
Okay. Look at that. Look how good the shape those are.
Oh yeah, the brakes were
They
perfect.
look like new with all this miles on it and still got the original rotors.
It has original rotors?
Yeah, I've changed the brakes
Okay.
multiple times.
I was like, the brake pads look new.
Yeah, I keep changing the brake pads and keep fresh pads on it, but they don't. Them Toyota rotors are fantastic.
So you need a. It looks like a.
Can't get that off.
The heat shield?
Can't get the heat shield off till you get this off, right?
No, it's split right here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Let's do it. I can feel a pulse as I roll this thing around. That bearing is really bad. Good thing we're changing it.
There it's going. Oh, come on. Oh, I see. It's.
Yeah, they dropped that on before they pressed the hub in.
It's so close to coming off.
Yeah, it won't come off.
Huh.
Everything clear?
Looks to me.
It ain't taking hardly any pressure off.
No. Hey.
Just used the wheel socket you had sitting over there.
Multi-purpose tool.
Now the heat shield comes off. And there's the bearing. As you can see, the bearing, that surface looks, this was the quiet bearing, right? Isn't that the noisy one?
I don't remember. Yep.
Yeah, this was the, so that bearing is actually in
Great shape.
fantastic shape. It looks fantastic. Okay, so to get this off, we can apply the torch right here and heat that up.
Multi-pass.
We're just going to heat this thing up. Right here. The idea is to heat it up fast.
Yep. Because you don't want to Yep. Looks like it.
Move.
Ready?
Okay, now, just for
Safety.
just for safety, I'm going to hold a piece of steel here. Go ahead. There's our bearing. Where the race connects with that, it looks like brand new. So we just need to knock that little bit of rust out, and then clean the groove. Little wire brush action, and it's ready for the new bearings.
I guess we didn't show you guys pulling the circlips, but those are out, and the dust shield for the speed sensors out, and that stuff we just used snap ring pliers. Came right out, and so I'd say that's pretty self-explanatory.
So let's clean these up with the. We'll use them bearings, the old original bearings. We'll put a plate on top of that
Press the new one.
and just press it right back down in. Then all we got to do is get the old races off the hubs, and we're in business.
Cool. So these are the new wheel bearings. They're Timken 510063s, and these are gigantic wheel bearings. And we're ready to go drop these things in. Monsters. Just that easy. There's contact.
Okay, go. Oh, hold it. No, let her off a little. Just a little. Come on. Come on.
I opened it a
Come on.
lot.
I know, we got to take the weight off up here. Okay, now give me some more push. Hold it. Okay, that's good. Release. Okay, hold it.
I think it went all the way.
Wrong socket.
That was cool. That was actually the right socket.
This is the socket I was after.
I was impressed.
Keep that steel from
Sticking
rusting.
together.
I probably will never change these bearings again.
Yeah, it's like the car's going away after another little bit longer.
Once it makes it to 300,000, I won't care. But we shouldn't be changing these bearings again.
No.
What kind of bearings are these?
Timkins.
I know, but did it say Timken on them, or is it?
Yeah.
Is it an actual Timken bearing?
Yeah.
Fantastic. I love it. Good bearings. Okay, and then we'll put this clip in. This clip, it doesn't matter orientation, as long as you got the
This one makes it easy.
ready.
Oh, yeah.
That's it. Okay, now to put that, we'll put this ring in.
Oh, which one you want?
It don't matter. We'll clean up the outside. When you drive this in, it only engages right down here on this bottom
Yeah.
lip. The rest of it is just shielding. Now you can see we kind of,
It deformed it a little bit.
but we'll have to we can just tap that right back into position. And we need to drive right down here on this inside edge. Just clean out any trash that's in there.
Here. There you go.
Line it up. It's all the way down. Didn't take anything.
It's it seems close. I'd say that's about right.
Yeah. So I'm just trying to thin it out.
Ready? Went all the way?
Yep.
So we've got the knuckle all put back together there, and obviously the new bearings in, circlips in, the dust cap is in there, and then over here, this thing's cooling off. It's still super hot from letting this get ground on and torched so we could pop off that inner race of the bearing. Let's see if I can pick it up. Probably dumb. Oh, it's hot. Anyway, there's our cleaned up ones. Still need wiped off, a little bit of filing action and everything. But then we'll do what we just did on that last one and press that into the knuckle. And we're ready to mount these things on the car. All right, that's the last knuckle, the passenger side one. The one was actually failed there. And it is sitting back in there, and we're getting ready to drop on the ball joints and hook everything back up. So this will obviously just take a few seconds. There's the nuts for the strut, and you know, the rest of this is all pretty simple. Ball joint should just drop right back on with a little wiggle. And it's all back together.
That's it.
There's not too much to show since there's only like 8 bolts total. So anyway, throw the caliper bracket back on, put the caliper back on. We did clean the rotors because we were covered in oil from us getting them off. And it's ready for a tire. That's how we got the old inner bearing races off without a cold chisel. We just kind of ground through the edge there. Dad did.
Yeah, I ground it down and then hit it with a torch where it got down thin. And if you take a cutting torch very carefully, you can knife off the outside, and then just it won't get hot enough to hurt the hub. That's where I actually ground through that one. But
I hit it.
yeah. But anyways, you just get it hot enough, then they'll drive off. And there's the old high mile bearings. So just scrap iron now.
Yep. All right, we're gonna back this thing up. Possibly. I think it turned on. I guess we should have changed the oil. Maintenance lights on, TPMS lights flashing. Yep. Going Tesla mode. Full stealth. Let's go drive this thing. It is cool that it's always in stealth mode until it gets going. Did it start the engine yet?
Nope.
Right there, maybe?
Nope, engine's not running yet.
Huh.
Let's go see if the noise is gone. It's amazing how loud that one bearing was, because it sounded like the whole front end was noisy, but
Just one.
engine's running. Quiet as a mouse. No more road noise.
Good deal.
Your mother is going to be so happy.
Well, that's it.
Yep.
Cruising down the road.
Runs perfectly quiet.
There you go. That is how you change the wheel bearings on a Toyota Camry, and a lot of cars with press-in bearings, modern cars with monstrous press-in bearings. So it took, I guess we started at 2 and it's 6 now. 3. All right, well, it took a few hours, but hey, we got it done without having any crazy bearing cribbing or anything like that. Just a bunch of sockets and metal. So that is it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to head on over to shop, WatchJRGo.com, for cool shirts. Not like this. Yeah, just like this. And please like, share, subscribe, do whatever you want to do. And I will talk to you next time.
This is splitting the bearing.